What's up, Sassy? Chuck E. Cheese Ranch gets it. I'm a chicken hawk, and I like chickens. We'll get into that in a minute. First, I want you guys to admire my haircut that Lenny thought was so hilarious. I don't know. He thought it was just ridiculous that I was going to go get a haircut, but hey, personally, I think it looks better. So I certainly don't want to tell Lenny what it cost. Maybe you guys could tell him for me. I got my hair cut at Sport Clips, which is a nationwide chain here in the lower 48 states. So I got the basic cut. It's super cuts. So if you're that interested, Google it and let Lenny know how much I paid to get my hair cut. He'll get a good kick out of that because I don't think Lenny ever went to the barber as a kid. I have this feeling his father just pulled out the clippers and shaved them all bald. My ground beef expired 2 days ago. Should I still eat it? Yeah, that's just a recommendation of when the store thinks they should stop selling it. That doesn't mean it's spoiled, but ground beef does spoil quick. I would eat that right away. So anyway, I want to get right into the chicken hawk story that Lenny thought was so hysterical. In the 11th grade, I must have gotten in some trouble with the police. I wasn't on the football team in 11th grade, even though I played in 10th. And it was the last game of the season, and we were facing our arch rival, the Athens Redhawks. Their mascot was a Red Hawk. And the couple of the teachers, they were also coaches, wanted to do a skit for the pep rally that was held at the end of the school day on Friday afternoon in the gymnasium. And Ghostbusters must have been popular at that time, the original Ghostbusters, because I remember they were wearing coveralls, kind of like the guys in Ghostbusters. And what they did is they rented the closest thing we could get to a Red Hawk was a full-size chicken costume. It was yellow, just like Troy Athens is red and yellow are their colors. So this big, stupid yellow chicken costume was perfect. It was the closest thing we could get to a hawk as possible. So anyway, they asked me if I wanted to do it because they knew I wasn't afraid to be in front of a big group of people and perform. And so anyway, you guys familiar with the ropes that they used to have in gym class where you would climb to the top of the gymnasium and there'd ring a bell up there? Well, our weight room was on the second story, overlooking the basketball court. And it had like a metal fence, almost more like a cage, so that nobody could jump out or fall out or get pushed out while they were in the weight room. And what they did, they came up with this gag where I was gonna walk out onto the basketball court during this pep rally for our team, the Troy Colts, and I was gonna take the microphone and I was gonna play the role of the Troy Athens mascot, the Red Hawk. So I'm gabbing on the microphone, trashing the Troy Colts, talking about how the Athens Redhawks are going to kick their ass, this and that. I don't remember exactly what I said. But anyway, while I'm doing this, behind me, the two coaches who had dressed up like Ghostbusters came swinging down on those ropes from the weight room. And when they hit the gymnasium floor, they had it all planned out so that they slid across the floor on their knees as they let go of the rope. And where their slide ended, there was two fire extinguishers. So while I'm in the middle of trash in the Troy Colts, dressed up like a fucking chicken hawk, the two coaches dressed up like Ghostbusters swing down out of the weight room on ropes, slide across the gymnasium floor on their knees, grab fire extinguishers, and proceed to just douse me with fire extinguisher. You know, that white fucking powder? I wonder if they got in trouble for trashing that chicken suit. I'm not sure, but it was worth it. It was absolutely hysterical. It, you know, probably close to 1,500 people. We had a big school. Probably 1,500 people in that gymnasium watching me get doused with two fire extinguishers. So anyway, that was a pretty funny gag. You know, I'm sure Lenny will get a kick out of it, that it was fun. Yes, Lenny, my childhood wasn't horrific like yours. I wasn't locked in a shed. I did have some fun. So anyway, I went in this back area and took off the ridiculous chicken suit, and I came back out, and in my street clothes that I wore to school that day, I decided to, because no one knew who the Chicken Hawk was. You know, some people that knew me may have recognized my voice. But anyway, I came back out and got the microphone in my hand, you know, in front of the entire fucking school. And this time there was no joking around. And I gave somewhat of a pep talk to the team. That I really was behind them 100%. And me dressing up as the Red Hawk of Athens, our arch rival, was just a gag, and I was behind them 100%. And proceeded to give about a 1 or 2 minute motivational speech to get the whole school all fired up. Huge round of applause. Of course, Big J winds up looking like the hero. So anyway, there's the deal on that. Wasn't a big deal like Lenny made it out to be. Yeah, I know Lenny loved that song I did about the drummer boy. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, a big black cock in Lenny's bum. Bum, bum. No, I didn't play the tuba in high school. I didn't play a single musical instrument in high school, guys. You got to get over that. I wasn't in the marching band. So anyway. So where are we at? Oh, we're at 9 minutes. Lenny played the brown flute. That's disgusting. Anyone got anything worthwhile to read? Lenny's passport. That's awesome. Yeah, Lenny, that really got under Lenny's skin, talking about him using the funds that Marvin sent him to get his passport and to come to Canada, and wound up wasting it on fucking, I don't know, Molly or something. I don't know. Jason Masterson Quotes just sent $5. Thank you. So I think that that's going to put the super chat at about 225. I checked it today, and remember, it's 2 days behind. So as of 2 days ago, I had 220 towards the $300. So all we need to do is raise a quick $80 before Monday, and Andrew and I are going to go Monday afternoon and do a quick video of a walk around with Tim, and I'm going to sign on the dotted line and give Tim the $300 that you guys have donated for me to join the gym. And then I'm going to quit asking you guys for money. Lenny made a big deal about that. Rob Lynn Bailey, 449. Thank you, Rob Lynn Bailey. Appreciate it. You cheap bastard. You, you got all that money and you leave me 449. Come on, man. Where's Kojak? He's late for work. Jay, thoughts on your parallels to Bill Kazmar? Why, could Bill Kazmar pound some beers? Oh, that's pounds. I love Bill Kazmar. I think he's awesome. He competed in powerlifting before powerlifting became such a joke. Guys did a real bench press and a real squat and a real deadlift. You look at modern day powerlifting, what it's become, and it's a fucking farce. You're not going to see me in the boxing ring against anybody. Adam McLeod taught me my lesson. Painkiller sent $5. This is the $5 Lenny will never get because he's a creep. Thanks, Payne. All right, so we're getting there. So same, I would pay you $50 if you bought 5 Steel Reserve. And I'm not going to go back to drinking, brah. I have no inclination to go down that path again. I'm not a big fan of Iron Maiden. Hate to disappoint you, but midgets in Columbus, Ohio wearing scuba gear win powerlifting meets. Yeah, powerlifting, at least the equipped side where they wear the squat suits and the bench shirts, has just become ridiculous. Robert Banks, $5. My dad played center on the Cardinals offensive line with Bob Young, and I'm named after the man. What do you think of his contributions to the sport? Robert Banks was the center on there, huh, with Bob Young? What about Conrad Dobler and Dan Deerdorf? My God, that I just got shivers down my back bringing up those names. That was the nastiest offensive line. Conrad Dobler was notorious for being the meanest man in the NFL. I think he played football somewhere fucked up, like Montana or Wyoming or North Dakota. To make it to the NFL out of one of those schools out in the Rocky Mountains is amazing. Dan Deerdorf, of course, played for Michigan. I'm not sure where Bob Young played football in college. If you've ever seen some of those original World's Strongest Man contests, Bob Young from the St. Louis Cardinals was that guy that looked ridiculous with the long curly blonde hair. But yeah, that was an incredible offensive line. I really appreciate having his son on here. Painkiller, $5. Keep up the good work, Jay. I'm proud of you and inspired by you. I couldn't. How did you do in high school wrestling? I did all right. I was only a 10th grader. I only did it 1 year. I never really found my niche in high school sports. I did a lot of different things for 1 year. I did wrestling for a year. I did football for a year. I did